Hi guys, welcome back. Today what we're going to do is look at the brand new Wilson TRIAD golf ball. So these are meant to be fitting between the Duo Soft Plus that Wilson have already got out and the premium tour ball, which is called the Staff model. We're going to have a little comparison, hit all three golf balls with a wedge, 7-iron and driver, compare the spin rates, compare what's going on and see which one is best. Let's get started. So as you might guess by the name, TRIAD, it's basically a three-piece golf ball. It's aiming itself at that distance performance golf ball for better players. So it's coming with a bit of feel, a little bit softer maybe than some of the firmer distance balls, but not quite as soft as some of the kind of one-piece golf balls that you might get at the lower end of the budget. So where does it fit within the current Wilson range? Well, for distance, it's up there with the longest that they're trying to make. For feel, it's like a mid to firm feel, and for short game, it's on the higher side of spin. So it's definitely positioned itself between the Duo Soft Plus and the Staff model tour golf ball. Price-wise, it retails itself at £39 for a dozen. So really gives you a good option, slightly above the Duo Soft Plus, but not quite as expensive as their tour golf ball. Okay, so let's start with a bit of a sound test first. Just a few keepy uppies with the wedge. We'll start with the TRIAD. Now the Duo Soft Plus. And finally the Staff model. So going by sound, certainly fits right in between the two. Not as soft as the Duo Soft Plus, but certainly not as firm and loud as the Staff model. So let's hit a few full wedges now and see how it feels. So starting with the TRIAD. Pretty nice. Again, doesn't feel too soft off the club face, neither too firm. So next up, the Duo Soft. Completely different sound off the club face. Super, super soft. Really just jumps as well off the face. But if soft feel is what you're looking for, the Duo Soft Plus is definitely softer. And finally, we got the Staff model, the firmest ball in theory of the three. Oh yeah, that's really firm. Yeah, really soft, really firm, sorry. Quite clicky as you hit it. Nice golf ball, much firmer, absolutely very clear in the scale from softest to firmest. So what we'll do now, we'll compare those three golf balls in the numbers and then we'll jump into the 7-irons. So there's a lot of similarities with these three, but there's also some quite big differences just in the wedge shots on their own. So across the board, the ball speed is very, very similar, all around 65 to 66 miles an hour. Launch angles vary quite a bit, so I'm getting a similar kind of launch between the TRIAD and the Staff model wedge, both around 31 to 33 degrees, but there's a big jump in height with the Duo Soft, and it does feel like when you hit the Duo Soft, the ball jumps off the club face. Control of flight with wedges might be a little bit harder to get with the Duo Soft because it's launching at 36 degrees versus 31 and 33, so quite a big difference. Spin rates in terms of backspin, we're getting Triad spinning at just under 10,000 RPM. It hasn't got the average on there, but if I go into the ball data on here, you can see the Staff model is spinning at 10,006, 9,004, 9,007, 10,005, 10,007. So really high backspin with the Tour Performance golf ball, as you would kind of expect. So again, there's a clear step up each time in the amount of spins. In terms of the carry, they're all ending up in the same sort of place, 71, 72 and 72 yards respectively. Between where they're actually finishing, there's no difference, but how they're getting there is very different. And you can see the ball flight side by side, much more height with the DuoSoft Plus and much less height with the Triad, and the Staff model is in between the two. So let's have a little hit now with the 7-iron and see if we can see any differences with that. So starting with the Triad and the 7-iron, let's have a hit. Flight-wise, nice and powerful though. Feels like the ball's travelling forward nicely, not popping up in the air. Yeah, feels like a nice stable flight, not lots of curve on the ball. Good balance. And like I said, the flight just looks nice and neutral. Not a lot of curve on the ball, and let's now have a little hit with the DuoSoft Plus. So again, expecting a much softer, more springy feel off the face here. Yep. We'll block that one. Let's now finish the irons with some shots with the Staff model. Yeah, very much so. Much firmer feel, loud off the face. Probably expecting a little bit more spin. Let's hit that one a little bit shorter. When you hit the Staff model nicely, it does feel powerful. So let's have a look at all three of those together and see if there's any big differences. Okay, so looking at the numbers between the three of those, it's kind of interesting. There's not as many differences between the golf balls as there were when we hit the wedge shots, but ball speed wise, we're very similar, about 108 to 109 mile an hour for each of them. Launch angle, we're very close as well, so about 22, 23 degrees launch angle with each of them. I've always launched the ball quite high. That's something I do as I deliver the club. I add a little bit of loft. What's interesting though is the backspin. So between the Triad and the DuoSoft, both of them are spinning just over 6,000, 6,200 with the Triad, 6,000 and 6,500 with the DuoSoft. However, the Staff model has got a big jump in backspin by 1,000 RPM, 7,700 backspin. And you can see what that does to my overall result, which is because I'm launching the ball quite high and spinning the ball quite a lot as well, my ball is just dropping out the air too soon. So I'm actually getting 4 yards less distance on the Staff model, the performance ball, the tour level ball, versus both the Triad and the DuoSoft Plus. So going by those results with the iron, I should maybe looking at my spin rate saying, going, okay, I don't need all that backspin. I could potentially play one of the other golf balls and have a better result with my irons. So last but not least, let's hit some drivers with all three and see if there's any major differences there. Okay then, starting with the Wilson Triad and the driver. Not sure what to expect here. The typical shape, little left to right. Felt nice off the face. Duo Soft Plus. What have you got? Harder to tell with the driver how much difference there is in the noise. Quite possibly coming out with a little less spin maybe. Just doesn't seem to be puffing up so much. That flight there just looks a little bit flatter, a little less spinny to me. The bottom one. That was a little bit higher in the face, that's going to come off with a little less spin. That flight though, decent distance as well. So let's finish off now with the Staff model. Again, should maybe feel and hear a little bit louder noise here off the face. Yeah, just a little bit more. We'll see, it's spun a lot more with the 7.9, so we'll see if the same is true with the driver. That was Healy, that's going to spin a lot more. Getting that high right shot. Another Healy one, I'm going to have to re-hit that one. There you go, that's a better one. Yeah, certainly louder off the club face with the Staff model, even with the driver. Let's have a look at the numbers and see what's happening. So again, looking at the three side by side, there's a lot there that it'd be hard to tell the difference with when you're playing on the golf course, but we've got a very similar ball speed off the club face. The Duo Soft Plus is a little less, 3 miles an hour less, but we're about 150, 151 overall with the Staff model and the Triad. Launch angle wise, all within 12.8, 12.8 and then 13.2 with the Staff model, so all within the realms of where I'd expect my launch angle to be. All three are actually spinning probably higher than I really need the ball to be spinning, so that's always been an issue for me and my driver. But we got 3,300 with the Triad, dropping down to a better number for me with the Duo Soft Plus, and just to the eye it looked a little bit better actually in flight, so that lower spin helping me with the Duo Soft Plus, and the Staff model again being the highest spinning of the three, spinning at 3.6, so not really where I want that to be with the driver launching at 13 degrees, hence why when we look at all three numbers again, the Staff model is actually the shortest carry and shortest distance. The Duo Soft is then the second shortest, 242, and the Triad actually for me is the longest out of the three by 4 yards. So it's very minimal. It's not something you're going to see on the golf course when you go play, but really interesting nonetheless to see the differences between all three, the wedge shots, the iron shots and the drivers, when you're looking at different golf balls and which one would be best for you. Taking all three into account, the one that's actually probably given me the best overall performance for what suits my swing is actually probably the Triad out of the three. I really like the feel. It's a little bit softer than the Staff model, which feels a lot nicer with the wedge shots. And it's actually giving me better numbers across the board. So it's spinning a bit better for my 7-iron. It's spinning a little bit less for the driver. And it's also, you know, performing really consistently. So it's giving me all the kind of characteristics of a performance tour level golf ball. Out of the three for me, I'm gonna pick the Triad. Anyway, thank you for watching guys. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up down below. It really does help the channel. And if you haven't already and you'd like to hit that subscribe button and the little bell icon next to it will notify you for all my new videos. If there's anything else you want me to review or compare, pop it down in the comments down below and I'll get onto that soon. Which golf ball would you game? The Triad, the Duo Soft or the Staff model? It'd be really interesting to hear. Thanks for watching guys, stay safe and I'll see you next time.